Hi, boys and girls. Do you love ice cream as much as I love ice cream? I love in the summertime to get a nice ice cream cone. Now, if you were going to have an ice cream cone and you had to pick which ice cream cone has the most, the first ice cream cone, the second ice cream cone, or the third ice cream cone, which one do you think has the most? Look at the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scoops of ice cream on it. And it has a really cool pattern too. It has strawberry chocolate mint, strawberry chocolate mint. It even has a pattern. It has the most. Now, which ice cream cone has the least scoops? The least. This has the most. Which one has the least? Let's see, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 here. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 here. Which one has the least? That's right, the one with just 3. This has the most. This has the least. I brought some ice cream today. My ice cream is orange. See what color it is? Orange. Can you sign orange? Let's see orange. You know orange. Should we add a scoop? Let's add a scoop. Do you know what Miss Kathy really likes? Banana ice cream. So we'll add a yellow one. Can you sign yellow? Do you remember yellow? Good job. So we have orange, yellow. All right, should we add another one? Let's add some blueberry. Never had blueberry ice cream. You ever had blueberry ice cream? Hello, I'm blue. I'm so blue. Blue. Thumb in. Blue. Let's do them all. Orange. Squeeze the orange. Yellow, the Y finger. Blue. Good job. Let's add, pink. What could be pink? Strawberry. Let's add strawberry, okay? Strawberry. How do you sign pink? Pink. Do you remember? Make a V. Make the letter V. Put your thumb in there. Now, one of those fingers, not the pointy, this one, points to your lips because your lips are kind of pink. 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 Make a V. Pink. Okay, ready? Orange. Yellow. Blue. Pink. Good job. Oh, I like vanilla. I like white. White ice cream. Do you remember how to sign white? Pretend you got some ice cream on your shirt and you got to wipe it. You got to try to get it off. White. 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 Do you remember white? We've done white. White. Should we do them all? Okay, let's see if you remember them. Orange. Yellow. Hello, and blue. Blue. Pink. Pink. Something on your shirt. White. Good job. Mint. Let's add some green. Green. Do you remember how to sign green? Green. Green. Just kind of shake your hand. These 2 fingers. Green. Green. Okay. Should we add another one? I'm going to add cherry. Let's add red. Do you remember red? It's kind of like pink. Red. Red. Let's do them all, okay? Orange. Yellow. Blue. Pink. White. White. Green. Red. Whoa! I'm going to add a hard one because this is our new one that we just learned. Chocolate. It's brown. Ooh, brown. It's like blue. I'll give you a hint. It's like blue. Use the same hand that you use for blue, because blue and brown start with the same letter. This is blue, brown. Cheeks are brown. Brown, brown, brown. Okay. I'll do them once with you, then it's your turn. Orange, yellow, blue, pink, white, green, red, brown, brown. Good. Okay. Now this time I'll tell you the color and I'll watch and see if you get it first, okay? Orange. Good job. Orange. Yellow. Good job. Blue. Excellent. Oh, pink. Pink's a hard one. Pink's a hard one. Pink. Good job. White. Got something on your shirt. White. White. Good job. Green. Good job. Red. Easy one. Lips. Red. Think of blue. Brown. Good job. Now which ice cream cone has the most? I think ours, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think our ice cream cone is the ice cream cone with the most. Now, why so much talk about ice cream? You'll have to wait and find out. We're going to talk about this little boy today. His name is Kevin. Now, Kevin is a nice little boy, and he's about the cutest little boy in the neighborhood. He's got bright red hair, and he's got little freckles all over his cheek, and he's always smiling and always laughing, and generally, he's a pretty good boy. Now, last year at Vacation Bible School, can you see Kevin? He has his head bowed. Why do you think his head is bowed? He is praying. That's right. He is praying. And last summer, he asked Jesus to come into his heart and to save him, because Kevin realized that he doesn't do everything right, that sometimes he does bad things. Sometimes he does things that are wrong. Sometimes he sins. And he knew that he needed Jesus to save him. And he tried really hard to please Jesus. But Kevin had one big problem. Every time Mommy and Daddy would ask him to do something, they got the same answer. Just a minute. Do you ever say that to your mommy or daddy when they ask you to do something? Just a minute. Playing my game, just a minute. Reading a book, just a minute. Well, he did it all the time. He did it all the time. Mommy and Daddy tried punishing him. They tried taking where he couldn't watch TV. They took all, like where his friends couldn't come over and visit. They tried all kind of punishments, but nothing was working. If you asked him to help with the baby, just a minute. If you asked him to feed the dog, just a minute. If Daddy would ask him to take out the garbage or rake up the leaves, just a minute. Mommy asked him to clear the table and help with the dishes, just a minute. When it was time for bed and Mommy'd say, go up and get your teeth brushed and get your prayer said so we can get to bed, just a minute. And Mommy and Daddy were getting really tired of just a minute. And they were praying really hard to figure out a way to help Kevin learn that it was wrong not to obey right away. So one day Mommy had made lunch and she called Kevin in for lunch. And of course, just a minute, because he was busy. And Mommy called him again, just a minute. And Mommy's getting a little angry. Kevin, dinner is ready. Just a minute, I'm coming. And finally, he tracked into the house. Oh boy. Can you see that? First of all, his feet are muddy. He is going to be in big trouble anyway. And he walks in and Mommy said, I have been calling you for 15 minutes, Kevin. Well, I was playing, Mom, and I just wanted to finish one thing. And now look at your feet. Mommy can't even have lunch because I'm going to have to clean up the floor. Your lunch is getting cold. Your baby sister's waiting, and we're all waiting on you. I'm sorry, Mom, I was busy. You know, Kevin, it's not very kind to make people wait on you. And it doesn't please Jesus either. Because when you do that, you're not obeying. But I came in, Mom. Yeah, but when I ask you to do something, I want you to do it now. I don't want you to do it a half hour later. I'm sorry, Mom. I'll try harder. So after lunch, he went out to play, and he thought it would be a good idea to climb a tree and maybe pretend he was in a big jungle. So he got the lawn furniture over the chair, and he climbed up on the chair, and he reached up and he got the limb, and Mama saw him out there, and she goes, you be careful, Kevin. I am, Mom. I'm being really careful. And he got up on the first limb, pushed the chair over, and started up the tree, and he was doing a really good job. And Mom yelled out the window, listen, Kevin, when you go to get down, you're not going to be able to get down. So you call me and I'll come help you. Okay, Mom, okay. Oh, he was having a ball up in the tree. So much fun. He was pretending like he was Tarzan of the jungle. Whoa! And he was having so much fun. He was looking all over the neighborhood. He saw the neighbor's goat and pretended it was a big rhinoceros with a big horn. And then he saw something else. He pretended it was a dinosaur. He was having such a good time pretending. But from way up on the tree, he could see way down the road. And he saw it coming. The ice cream truck. Ah, ice cream. Yay, ice cream. And he had saved his money. He had saved his allowance, and he was going to buy some ice cream. It was ice cream day. So he started down the tree, and he got almost down to the bottom, but he couldn't get all the way to the ground. So he yelled into his mommy, Mommy, come help me, please. And Mommy was in the kitchen doing some of the dishes, and she started to dry her hands, and she thought, maybe this would be a good way to teach Kevin a good lesson. And Mommy saw he was safe, and she looked out the window and she said, just a minute, Kevin. Mommy, come now. Come on, the ice cream truck's coming. I'm going to miss it. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Just a minute, Kevin. I got something to do. Just a minute. Mommy, come now, come now. I need to get down. I need to go get some ice cream. Just a minute. Oh, I wonder how Kevin likes it. Ice cream truck came down the road, went down the road right past Kevin's house, and Kevin was still hanging in the tree. Finally, Mama came out, and she started to pull him down, and he was crying. Mommy, you made me miss the ice cream truck. It came and it went, and I had money and everything, and you didn't come when I called you. And Mommy said, well, you never come when I call you. Oh, Mommy, is this how you feel when I don't come when you call me? Yes, Kevin, this is how I feel when you don't listen and obey me. Well, Kevin understood now how Mommy felt. And he knelt down with Mommy, and he told Jesus he was so sorry. And Jesus loves when we kneel down and tell him we're sorry. And he said, Jesus, please help me to try harder. And next time Mommy calls me or Daddy asks me to do something, help me to obey right away. Right away. Well, Mommy had a surprise for Kevin. She took him in the house and opened the freezer, and she made him his very own ice cream cone. And from that day, Kevin tried very hard to not say, just a minute. Now, you know what, boys and girls? Little boys and girls aren't the only ones who have trouble obeying. Did you know that people in the Bible have trouble obeying too? Big grown men. This man's name is Jonah, and God had a very special job for Jonah to do. He said, Jonah, I want you to go to Nineveh. Now, Nineveh was a town, just like Pittsburgh is a town, and New York is a town, and Cleveland's a town. Nineveh was a town. He said, I want you to go to Nineveh, and I want you to tell all the people who live there about me. Tell them about God. Jonah didn't want to go. Jonah was afraid of the people in Nineveh. They were mean. Like they were really, really mean people. And he didn't want to go there. And he didn't want to obey God. So Jonah, instead of going to Nineveh, decided, what do you think he's going to do? You think he's going to get on a train, an airplane? What do you think? He decided he would get on a boat, get on a ship, and go the other way. Nowhere near Nineveh. And he got on the ship, and he got down to the bottom of the ship, and he fell asleep, but it wasn't too long. Do you think God knew where he was? I think so. Do you think God knew he was disobeying? I think so. God sent a mighty storm. Oh, it was a terrible storm. And the men who were steering the ship, they tried so hard, like they were throwing stuff off the ship to make the ship lighter, and they just could not control the boat. And they were panicked and scared and afraid, and they went down to the bottom of the boat, and Jonah was sleeping. Could you imagine? And they woke him up and they said, buddy, you got to wake up. Our ship is in bad shape. We're going to sink. You got to come up and pray to your God. Well, Jonah knew it was his fault. He knew it. He knew that you couldn't run away from God, that maybe like God couldn't find you on a ship. So he went up, and the men finally figured out it was Jonah's fault that such a bad storm had come. And Jonah said, just throw me off the boat. Oh, we can't do that. You'll drown. We'll work at this. And they tried steering the boat and tried throwing some more, but they couldn't. The storm was just too powerful. And finally, they didn't want to do it, but finally, they had to throw Jonah off of the boat. Jonah, that's God's man there. They threw him off the boat. And as soon as they threw him off the boat, the storm stopped. At least for the men on the boat. But what's going to happen to Jonah? I don't think God's done with Jonah. And we're going to finish the second part of our Jonah story tomorrow when we're together. And you're going to see that God's going to teach Jonah how to obey right away. Now, we're going to learn a new verse today because we've been reading in our Bible the last couple times we've been together. We've been reading the verse, children, it's a short verse. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Now, it's a short verse, but it's a hard verse to do because sometimes it's hard to obey. It was hard for Jonah. He just was afraid and he went the other way. And Kevin didn't do it on purpose. He didn't mean to disobey, but every time he said just a minute, he was disobeying. So we're going to learn this verse. Now, this is a tough one to read, okay? So I'll help you out with it. And this PH is an F sound. Ephesians. That's tough, okay? Let's try it together. Ephesians. Can you say it with me? Ephesians. 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 It's tough. We'll have to work on that one a little bit. Ephesians, but the numbers are easy. Ephesians 6:1. So this part's easy. 6:1. This part's hard. Ephesians 6:1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. We're learning a new verse. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. Try it with me one time. Ready? Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. One more time. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. We have to do a new sign. Every time we learn a new verse, we do a new sign. Okay, so we got to learn a new sign. Okay, 2 pointy fingers. Okay, point at me with both fingers, pointy fingers. Okay, now take the right one. That's the one on this side. Okay, take your right one. If you don't know right from left, have mommy help you. Take your right one and put it on top of the left one, like that. Right, right, right. Try it. Pointy fingers. Boop. Pointy fingers. Boop. You learned the sign for right. Okay, let's try it. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. Do you got it? Come on, we can do it. Pointy fingers, right. Ready? Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Ephesians 6, verse 1. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Proverbs 1, verse 10. Remember, if someone tries to get you to do wrong, or they try to get you to do something that mommy and daddy told you not to do, they try to, remember, pointy finger, entice you, tempt you. What do? You say, no way, I'm going to obey. No way, I'll obey. Entice. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not. Proverbs 1, verse 10. Wow, you are hiding so much of God's word in your heart. I am so proud of you. Okay, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll find out what happens to Jonah. Now that he's in the ocean, we'll have to leave him in the water just for overnight. We'll talk about him tomorrow. Remember, you're going to try to do right. When mommy asks you to do something, you're going to do right. If someone tries to ask you to do something wrong, you're going to do right. I love you, boys and girls. We'll see you tomorrow.